Hello guys, it's Dominique again. So recently we have heard of the latest woman killed by police sanctioned violence in the city of Baltimore, Maryland on August 1st, 2016. Corinne Gaines was fatally shot by police officers after an 8-hour standoff barricade in her home with her 1-year-old, her 5-year-old son, and her 39-year-old boyfriend. So, after hearing this story and the many different variations of the story that has been circulating, I've noticed that there has been a huge outcry in regards to this woman and the choices she's made and why she's made some of the choices she's made. And it got me to really thinking. A 23-year-old that has a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old, has a lot on her plate at that age. The average 23-year-old in the United States is, fresh out of high school, in their college career, or, getting ready to graduate from college, at least from undergrad. They're, usually looking to do the next best thing, find that dream job, start that dream job, move on to the next, chapter in their life. But instead we have this woman who, nothing's wrong with single moms or anything like that. Please don't take this the wrong way. But we have this young woman who has 2 young children, and it's being stated in the public that she was maybe a member or a follower of the sovereign state. I'm still learning what the sovereign state exactly is. From my understanding, is individuals that are completely against, the United States government and how we operate and how things are done. And, with the injustices that we see ever so often, I can understand why someone would, get to the point where they're like, F the United States government. Not saying that is right, not saying I agree with it, not saying that I totally understand it, but I'm saying that, I can be compassionate towards a stance of that nature. Anyway, as the information has been coming out in regards to this case in particular, it dawned on me that this woman is 23. She has a 39-year-old boyfriend that she's living with. Supposedly this man was recently arrested for drug charges. Supposedly the cops were there not only to issue her a warrant for a traffic stop or a traffic violation and a failure to appear in court for it, they also were there to issue a warrant for this man's arrest as well. And in regards to the drug violations that are said that he had piled up, he occurred. So, I mean, when I think about this, a 23-year-old dating a 39-year-old, I'm not comfortable with that. And what I know about domestic violence and what I've seen, experienced, and witnessed myself, personally, I would never be okay with a 23-year-old being with a 39-year-old. And I realize that is something that happens very frequently throughout all cultures. I can't even, single this out to just black and brown cultures. This happens in different societies, different countries. It happens all over the world. And when I really think about it, I truly believe that dating someone that is substantially older than you, and I always think of it from the perspective of this. When Corinne was born, this man was 16. So he was on this earth for 16 years when she was an infant. And to me, that's disgusting. I don't see how someone who is the age of 39 can find anything in common with someone who is the age of 23, regardless of experience, lack thereof in life, period. I just personally don't see how it correlates, how a relationship can be, equal amongst the two with such a huge age gap. So for me, I do look at situations like that and I think about, what brought this 23-year-old to barricade herself in an apartment with her children, with a gun, and ultimately, leads to her untimely death. So I'm pretty sure as the months, roll on in this case, more information comes out about this case, I'm pretty sure we'll find out more about their relationship and what, transpired between them, because I think all that matters. I think it should be questioned when any person that's more than 5 years your senior is dating someone, younger than them, to question what is the nature of that relationship. There has to be some type of power struggle. There has to be some type of brainwashing. There has to be some type of, some type of control with one another. And there's no way in hell that Kareem had control over this 39-year-old man. I'm pretty sure that Kareem had ultimate control over her. I'm pretty sure that a lot of the things that she's been, quoted as saying through her social media posts didn't come from, just this random, naive little girl finding this information online. I'm pretty sure it has a lot to do with the type of relationship she was in. So my question to whomever is viewing this is, do you consider relationships such as these, where you have a huge age gap between both partners, as a piece of domestic violence? Personally, I do. I'm disgusted with anyone who wants to date me that's 5 years older than me. I have dated someone that was 11 years older than me. It lasted a few weeks, because when I really thought about it, I was disgusted by it. Like, yeah, we're both old enough to make our own decisions. We're both old enough to, decide right from wrong. But honestly, what am I doing with someone who is 11 years my senior, let alone 16 years my senior? So, leave a comment too at the bottom. I want to get this conversation rolling. Thanks.